Hi, it's Darren from Investor Income. Welcome to the channel. I just want to go over the trades you could have taken on one currency pair, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Just want to go through the simple system we have. We've got the green and the red lines, obviously indicating a buy position. We've got the shorter term oscillator here, and we also have our moving averages that we use to get the long-term trend direction. So we can trade this not necessarily just with the oscillator, we can trade it just purely on the price movement. When you're zoomed out like this, as you should be, you can tell when you get that price movement down, and you can enter positions very comfortably and reliably. This will tell you roughly when the move is coming to an end or likely to come to an end, so you can get out of those positions, so you can enter the contract up to the top. This starts to pinch together. This is a late trade in any case, so you just take it up to the highs, and you're just taking that movement there. You get yourself a nice 20, 30 pips, whatever it is, and you're coming out of that position. And again, you can stay in these ones longer and hold them until you get the pinch and be confident that those contracts are going to come in. It will also tell you when the market is reversing or potentially reversing, or just going into consolidation range like this for a minute before again it heads down. So we can enter these positions, and here we can see it's rolled over, it's spiked higher. Everything's still indicating to us to sell in that position though. So the moving averages are actually just changing there, but it rolls over very nicely. And we're way above our baseline in any case. So we've got a nice chart entry position there. And these are just scalps, and you can take these down to the lows and come out again. 2 entries here would be quite reasonable on that. Another 2 entries here is coming out down to the bottom there, and another 2 entries down here. And you've got yourself a lot of money in one day there. Hit this one here, this one I want to talk about. So we get this situation here where this has come down, so the averages have come down. Okay, we're now in no man's land really in the middle here, just in a trading range. This comes down to the bottom, so you would exit the bottom there. However, if you don't come out the bottom then you were trying to hold for more, hoping it would go further like these ones here, you're going to be in a bad position because this is going to reverse on you. You can see though, this will tell us with this pinch together, the green is going towards the red. These are coming together, the green's coming towards the orange. So if you're still in a position and it comes back up here, you can start to see things are not looking good. And then if you get to this stage here, you're still back to your entry level, so at no loss. But this is still pinching together, so I'll be out of that trade if I was still in it. Okay, so it tells us when to get out of trades. Some people will just hold them, and they're going to pay the price for that. But you've got to see what the indicators are telling you, and it's with experience and getting used to this system that people will be more profitable over time. So you can't expect to just pick it up straight away. It's a different way of trading than most people trade, and we trade a lot different system to majority of people out there. So we've got the advantage of trading with the trend and counter trend. That means we can trade every single day on any pair because there will always be an opportunity to get in on a trade. But we don't want to be going for home runs. We are looking to get in and out of the market and take our money, within the Nadex contracts. And the contracts, if you're looking at this system trading with the trend, you'd be talking about possibly a 3-hour contract, maybe slightly longer, but a 3-hour contract would be perfectly enough for the with trend trades. Counter trend trades can take a little bit longer, but you see with this price movement here, a 3-hour trade will be perfectly sufficient for that. So this way I was trading with 3-hour contracts. I then extended them out further. A lot of people were struggling with just trading the 1-minute time frame. So we can trade any time frame we like. We can change up to the 30-minute and try some weekly trades, which is something I've been looking at as well. So we can see our downtrend. We've got a strong downtrend here. The green's below the red, so we can take all these entries down on the weekly contracts and get ourselves a nice bit of money. The trend's seriously strong at this stage, but you've got to be careful when the averages are oversold on flat like this. So this would not be my preferred setup. And there are plenty of other currency pairs to take. Trades like this, when you see some clarity, you can get in on those positions. Excuse my arrows, they're just on the shorter time frames. But you can get in positions like this, and we just look for the good positions. We're looking for the clear positions where we believe it's going to roll over. So here we've got a change in the market. You can see these have pinched together, and this has rolled over and gone bearish. And because it's such a strong downtrend, the averages can't catch up and proceed lower. So they all just end up in one big group like that. So it is a time for caution in trades like that. We can just scalp those moves if we're looking to do that, and then we could take these kind of moves where it's a lot more obvious. And these ones here, we're looking for the obvious trades. There's no need. There's so many pairs. There's no need to go in on half chances, half options. When we can see when the market's turned, and we can get in on those trades and take it back up to the highs. It's a 30-minute time frame. You're making 150 pips or whatever on this trade. What's it? 150. 150 pips easy on that trade. Just that one trade. Here you're going to make an absolute killing. You're going to leave it on, but on the binary options, you're going to be on weekly trades. You're going to be making a nice profit on these movements, and that's all we're looking for. We're just looking for the best trade. So if it's selling off hard like this, these all together, and these are oversold, it's risky taking these trades. It's just not ideal. So just go to another pair where it's looking better, something like this, and you're going to be laughing, just cleaning up. Just take the obvious trades, the ones you're comfortable with. That's what we always say now. Our training, just go for the obvious trades. So back to the 1 minute. I'll change it actually. Let's have a look at the 5 minute. I'll show you how you can trade. So we can trade literally any contract on Nadex with this. Let's change the pair up. So let's go for something. Let's go pound dollar. I don't know what we're looking at here, but it doesn't really matter what time frame you use. You're going to make money. Look at this trade here, absolute killer. So if you take a longer expiry with the 5 minute time frame here, you can take longer expiries, and you see the setups are obvious again. This one's pinching together, so you'll be in and out on this one, and it rolls over, so you can be looking for the counter trend trade again. Nice one there at the end of the day on Friday. You can also trade the 5 minute binaries, which people are struggling to understand really, but you can just make it. It's great fun. It's great. I don't trade the 5 minute consistently. I go in for a bit of fun basically, but it is nuts. It is nuts what you can make. You just got to be so quick with your entries, and pick ones with enough expiry time. It's very tempting to get, the 5 minute binary options are very tempting to get too carried away with them. But you can see the same rules. Okay, so green, pullback. Just trade it based on this movement. So that opening of that position is perfect. Look at that, absolutely perfect. We've got an entry right at the beginning of the contract, but look at how quickly it moves. Okay, it moves. And these are the 5 minute time frame there, so it's going to be a winner wherever you're into on that one. And then you can see when we don't want to be getting into contracts, so it rolls over. You can take the counter trend ones, but we're just looking for the premium trades, So this one here, this is interesting. This will be a loss, I believe. You can see the averages going flat though, so this would be you trade a pullback on that one, but that is weak. It's weak. You could probably be break even on that one if you entered that one. But you can see the averages that's not the same. You're looking for that angle, the strong moves. You're not looking for 50-50. But it's a weak trade, but you probably break even or maybe win on that. But you could just close it out in any case. So we don't trade these ones. We just wait for the perfect setups. Okay, so we've got green above. This one's moved nicely, so we get into that one. That's a win. It's not quite as convincing as you'd think because it's starting to roll over a bit there, but we wouldn't take any of those, so we just waited. So here with this system, you have missed this move up. There's no doubt you've missed that move up, but that's absolutely fine. We just stick with the system. Okay, so we're green, we get the pullback, we enter trades, and that's a lovely winner again. Stick to the system, and you will be fine. You just got to be with the 5 minutes expiries. You've got to be super disciplined. So I think we're gonna have some trades in here. So here we go. Perfect entry again. Pull back, bang again, and another one down again. 2 perfect entries there. Absolutely bang on, and again, and again, and again. A bit of that's coming to an end, but you could do. Perfect move, that one. And this is just pound dollar. See this stuff here. This isn't. It's not clear. You know, nothing's clear about that move. It's the good thing with these averages. They're so clear when you should get into trades. Look, that's the clear trade, isn't it? You don't want to be in this one. Okay, it wins, but that's not the one you want to be taking. You want to be taking the same thing, same setup every single time, and that's the trick, and that's what you got to master. Just consistency, taking the same thing. So demo it, make sure you can do it, and it is great fun. You're going to have a crazy, if you stick to this system, just this system, you can see in a day how many trades you can be getting. You can get at least, one an hour, not two an hour. Sometimes you like to get three, if you're making, we only trade at the monies and out the monies. So if you're trading and at the money, you're going to be making, obviously your 50 per trade, but the risk reward is crazy, and the out the monies are such good fun because we're so heavily weighted in our favour. You take a $35 contract, you're taking, you're taking 35 risk, you weren't getting 100 out of it, so you're absolutely cleaning up. Your risk reward ratio is so good. We never trade in the monies, investor income. We only ever trade at the monies or out the monies, and we wait for the premium setups. When we get any pullback, we can enter them. Bang again, lovely win again. We just wait for those setups. So this again, same thing here, just indecisive. Don't take it, just leave it. There'll be plenty more coming. This is just still one day. It's crazy. So no, we're not taking any of that. Now this one here, yeah, that's an entry there. See, this is midway through the contract, so that's risky because you only giving yourself 2 minutes to get the trade in. If you wait for it deeply oversold at the bottom here, you can enter that trade. That is a risky one, but you could take it. If you start deviating, they become exceptions then. If you just stick to the one rule and take these trend trades, especially with the shorter time frames, are the most reliable way to make consistent income. So you just want to adjust the contract you're taking to the time frame you're using, depending on what you're doing for your living, or whether you need to get an income or whatever in this circumstance. But you don't be entering this kind of trading system being in desperation, because you're going to be taking poor decisions, and you've got to learn the system. You've got to learn how it works, and you've got to see it in the chart live and get confident, and then jump into it when you've got confidence with its trading. But the with trend trades are the absolute killers. But the counter trend, which is the way I make my money, trading against the trend, I will always do that, and that is a home run then, because we've got with trend and we've got the counter trend trades. So every single day there's so many opportunities that you can't actually take them all. I'm also trading in stocks again now, and the whole thing combined is unreal. But Nadex gives you, it's a fantastic platform, and it limits your risk without the monies, especially on the 5 minutes. Short-term options. It gives you your risk is so low compared to your potential reward. So I just think it's fantastic. You can always just come out of the trade early as well when you got your 100% profit, and just close the option out, and it's just fantastic. So it's just time and time again. You see, it's the same setups every single time. It just happens. This is only at 12 o'clock. If you have to sit in front of this screen for 8 hours, you're going to be getting, I reckon, on one pair, at least 20 trades. At least 20 trades. If not far more than that. That's insane. You're not going to win every single one, okay? But if you've got decent price movement and you're going with the system and just trading the perfect setups, you're going to be having a good time for a start. And you've got the odds so far in your favour, it makes it harder and harder to make any loss in a day. So, and it's great fun. But I would suggest the longer time frames initially to get confidence with the system. But I do it for a bit of fun, basically, because it is good fun. It's a 1 second chart, it moves so quick. It's quite funny actually when you trade it. Anyway, I've rabbited on enough. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please do like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. If you're interested, email me below. and it's 150 euros for the system, and our trading group's only 50 euros for the year. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon.